What an introduction. That was incredible. You know what? Let's give it up for Stephen also for the great job. Hey, by a show of hands, how many in here you want to have some fun right now?
Yeah!
Let me say, let's do it now. You've learned a lot of ways to make money. Do you want to learn how to create time in your life? Raise them high, let's say, let's do it now. Very good. How many of you want to create so much time that you can do absolutely nothing? Raise them high in the sky, so let's do it now. That's what I'm here to teach you today. I want to show and teach you a system whereby you can create 5 to 50 hours per week. Write that down right there. 5 to 50 hours per week in your business life, your personal life, your real estate investing life. Whatever it is that you're pursuing right now, how would you like to create that time and do it immediately? Because it's possible. You ever hear the phrase that it's not harder, it's just a little bit different?
Yes.
Have you heard that phrase? If you haven't, write that down. Because it's an incredible idea that means that you can actually go out there and do things a little bit differently and adjust and tweak a couple things and create the time. Because that's all I did. I'm a regular guy just like you are. When I put I put my pant legs on one leg at a time. It's just that when my legs are on, I'm thinking about time creation. I'm thinking about little things, not going to the P.O. box anymore. How can I create a system whereby I don't have to do, recent example, I went out and bought hard-boiled eggs. They were already hard-boiled, because I'm not going to hard-boil them myself. Little things like that, but that's how I live on every level. And you're going to actually see that in play in an example today right here. I'm going to have a lot of fun with you. I'm going to make you laugh. I'm going to make you stand up a couple times and have some fun with me. I'm going to get some questions out of you. I want to make sure that you walk out of here today and feel like, you know what, I'm going to implement what he talked about today. Now, in our introduction, Stephen mentioned a book, The 4-Hour Workweek. Familiar?
Yes.
Everybody's seen that book before? Great book. Tim Ferriss was the author, great book. I don't know how many actually said they read it by showing hands. 1, 2, 3, about 6 or 7 of you. So about a third of the room read the book. How many had the results that the author had? I just heard a cricket. My point is this. He came with a lot of abilities, a lot of things already equipped to be able to make things happen for himself. A lot of background in business, a lot of background in personal connections. I'm going to show you step by step the pregame, how to start it even before all that stuff happens. I want to be that missing link to those of you who have heard the word outsource. Some of you can't spell the word outsource. I'm going to show you how to actually implement some of these little things and how to do it easily and effectively, and also how it can be done for you. Does that sound pretty good? And if I make you an offer at the end of this presentation, I'm going to try to keep it about an hour. If I make you an offer, is that all right?
Yeah.
For some of you, you want to take the next step. You want to join in myself and my team and my VAs. Who knows what a VA is, by the way? It's not a state. What is a VA?
Virtual assistant.
Virtual assistant. Very good. Write that down if you don't know the term. I'm going to teach you today, as well as show you how I'm doing these things. I'm going to show you one more book before we get started, and you're going to think, what is the Outsource King doing with another book?
Oh, my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Green Eggs and Ham.
Who's the author?
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss, right? What in the world is this city slicker from New Jersey originally, and I'm going to tell you a story how I'm not just from New Jersey anymore, but what in the world is he holding on to that book for? Do you know that that book has had as much impact on me as the 4-Hour Workweek? Believe it or not? Here's why. I was Sam. I would not outsource my life on a boat. I would not eat green eggs and ham in a coat. I would do none of those things. I thought it sounded difficult. It sounded hard. I just grew up feeling that, hard work was the way to do it. I came from a family that was like that, and those were the things and principles I was taught. So that's what I was all about. However, just like Sam in the book, who would not eat green eggs and ham, somebody showed me a system and a process where it just clicked. And it made sense. And that's what I want to be for you today. Is it all right if I'm that person for you today?
Yes.
Is that good? All right, good. Let's get started. Ready? Let's get right into it. Never work against systems to success. And yes, that's me right there. Here was a recent day in my life. And you'll notice that I keep notes in a place that they're easily accessible. In fact, I was here a couple days ago. I don't know if anybody caught me. I was here actually in the back row, and when you guys were hitting those balls around and the balls were flying everywhere, I was in the room at that time. I was having fun with you. And I wanted to say this. I took some notes that day on what Stephen talked about, and I've reviewed those notes 3 or 4 times already simply because they're handy, they're accessible. That's a quick little tip right there. You want to create time in your life? Have things available so that you can actually access them. Because how many of us, you'll take these great notes, sir. You'll take those notes right there, and they look great, and there's a lot of notes there. Is there a chance you might take them home and put them down there and not access them? And then it becomes what? Shelf help, right? Instead of self-help. Here was a recent day in my life. Who wants to hear a recent day in my life? I'm going to give you the specific details. I awoke at 10:38, feeling good after 9 hours of sleep. 10:46, I read some of the Bible. I got focused for the day. 10:58, I text my local VA to stop by to pick up laundry. I had some laundry that I wanted him to come pick up, and also drop me off a cup of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, 2 creams. 11:02, I take a quick look at my email and notice I had 2 more sales of my ebook last night while sleeping. 11:38, my local VA stops by after dropping off the laundry, and he also stopped at my P.O. box. I have a couple egg whites for breakfast. 12:15, one of my real estate VAs, a different VA, texts me and gives me a status on a short sale and lets me know about a property he just marketed to 30 sites online. He did it all. I had nothing to do with that. He just let me know it happened. 12:18, I send an email to a different VA who happens to be my project coordinator VA, and that person inquires. I ask him, how are you coming with a website project that he's working on? 12:22, 2 hours since I got up. I handle 2 quick emails from a couple students I mentor in short sales. 12:38, I write a new entry into my Diamonds in the Rough blog, pop it into the contact manager, and have my social media VA put it on 50 social media sites using 1 posting. I've contacted a lot of people already so far, and it's all happened within 3 texts. 12:45, I take a shower as my day is rapidly coming to a close. 1:22, I handle 4 short texts with a short sale negotiator on how to market a property. 1:28, I drop a text to a well-known guru friend to catch up. 1:33, I check my bank account online to confirm a wire I was expecting. 1:44, check my contact management system to see I've had 32 people opt into my website in the past 24 hours. 2:21, my workday is over, and I'm just arriving at the golf course for 18 holes. I didn't take a single phone call, only a few texts back and forth. I sent a few emails, never left the house, and still made money. How many of you would like to experience that? How many know that that's available to you, that you can live that lifestyle? How many know you're just a few small changes away, and maybe somebody like myself to take you along that path? Yes. We're going to have a lot of fun here. We're going to talk more about this. So that was a recent day in my life. And you know, there's a couple benefits of creating time. You get to spend time with people that are the top level in your industry. People like Steven, people like this guy up here. I don't know if you've seen him on late night infomercials, Dean Graziosi. Have you seen that guy? How about myself with Marshall Silver, a great speaker over there. David Lindow, Apartment House Riches. And this guy right here, the granddaddy of it all, real estate guru Ron LeGrand. So you get to spend time and create the time to be around people, and now these people are in my cell phone. How about this? You want some material things out of life, right? You want to have time to pursue a couple material things here and there. For some of us, that's fun. I happen to like a couple of things like that. How about a diamond Rolex, a house in 2 parts of the country? You know, I'm going to tell you about making decisions. I'm pretty good at making decisions, but sometimes I realize that it's not about either or. I can actually have both, and I like that.